Something that I struggle with, and I don't know if the camera picks it up, but the downhill lie, I mean, just to show everybody, that's rolling pretty far forward.
My golf bag just fell over, so it's definitely downhill.
So how do you, if you're going to a pin up here, it's a little furry in here, you have a drain in your way, you can't really roll it all the way through if you wanted to. What's the best shot option here?
So there's two options. One's the easier one, one's the trickier one. Easier one is a bump and run. You can either take like a 7-iron and try to roll it most of the way. Drains here, so you can't really roll it much. So the goal is going to be to fly it more so to the top part of the hill and let it roll the rest of the way. That one is difficult because it can roll out a lot, and depending how hard you hit it, and if you miss your spot, then you're 20, 30 feet from the hole versus 2 to 3.
Yeah.
The flop shot's an option, but the problem is the flop shot can be difficult with downhill because you're losing the altitude swinging down the ball. But we can do both and kind of see how we set up.
Okay.
So for the bump and run, it's a very similar setup to a previous video, but you basically have to put your weight and your body angle along with the slope, and then you keep your weight on your front foot so you keep that swing going down through the shot and you hold the finish. So that way, you hopefully have it come out in a low trajectory right towards the flag.
There you go.
Now, that one would have rolled 30 feet by because it didn't hit the right spot.
So you're on a downhill slope. What club do you have in your hand right there?
So the low bump and run's the 52 degree or a gap wedge, pitching wedge. The higher flop shot's going to be my 56 or 60, sand wedge, anything with more loft on it.
It's funny because you hit that 52 and it came out off this downhill lie as if it was like a 9-iron or something. Is that just because of the downhill lie?
Yeah, a lot of that's just downhill lie. I tend to have some forward press on my shots too, just to make sure that it stays low. But in most cases, downhill lie will cause the ball to come out lower. So naturally, it's going to come lower than usual because you're already adding an angle into it. But with a flop shot, for example, you basically want to do the opposite of a bump and run. Ball forward, body still leaning forward because you're going with the slope. Otherwise, you top the ball as you're not going to be aligning with the slope itself. But you want to make sure you swing out and across the golf ball, so you basically slice across the majority of the club face and catch the majority of the grooves. That's how the ball stops the quickest. So if we swing across this ball, it'll pop straight up. I launched that one way too hard.
Almost dunked it.
Yeah, almost dunked it, like 2 feet from it. But the idea is it's either a flop shot, which is a higher risk, higher reward, or a bump and run, which is lower risk but also low reward, unless you get the right bounce.